Hi again, everyone. I'm back and I have my bag. It's Beauty Tastes Great. I'm Heather. I've got my new makeup bag from Ramika Solutions that I told you about in my last video. I got it off Amazon. And of course, I decided it was time for an update of my makeup. Really, I had been using, what I thought was nice makeup for some time, probably for the last 10 years or so. I'd been doing basically the same thing and just going and buying new makeup and that sort of thing. And then I decided one day, something, I need to go and see a makeup artist and have my makeup done again. Because when you go and see a makeup artist, they're not looking at you and thinking, I wonder what you looked like when you were 30 or 35 or 40 or whatever. They're just looking at who you are today. And they're saying, how can I make you look the best that you can look? How can I bring out the best in your features? And so they can really work magic with all their tools and their wonderful makeup and things like that. So I would say if you're feeling a little bit ho-hum or you just feel like you need to update your look, go and see a makeup artist and let them work their magic on you. I think you'll be delighted with what you find. So what I got essentially, I'm going to go through it very quickly with you. I got some foundation, of course. So important to have your foundation updated because your skin color and your skin tone change as you age. What else did I get? Of course, I got my concealer. And concealer is something that we use to highlight, which may sound a little odd because why would you want to highlight wrinkles and that sort of thing? But the truth is, when you're doing your makeup, what you're trying to do is contour your face. So for example, if you have a square face and you'd like to look more oval, you'd want to use a darker color down here to get that, to soften the squareness, and you'd want to use a lighter color up here. You'd want to bring it forward, right? And the same thing with wrinkles. If you've got wrinkles here, what you want to do is you want to cover them up with the concealer so that they don't recede the same way to the eye. The light makes it look like they're puffed out a little bit. So that's what concealer's for, and that's why it's great under the eyes, around the nose, anywhere where you have, fine lines, wrinkles, that sort of thing. You're going to want to use your concealer. Then, of course, we have now, not everybody likes powder, but I like a powder. And I don't want a lot of powder, but I want a very fine dusting of powder, and this is the one I chose. I like to keep this little plastic thing on it too because I think it just keeps it safer when it's traveling. But a really fine, light dusting of powder sets everything. Everybody has their own opinion on that though, so obviously up to you. And then of course blush, right? We want to bring out those little apples in our cheeks. Sometimes too, it's kind of nice to, again, contouring. You might use like a little darker color of blush down here, and that makes your face seem to go in here and your cheeks pop out a little bit with the lighter color. So I got that. Eye makeup, of course. I like to go with kind of a very natural look, and I don't really want people to notice my makeup so much. I just want to highlight my features. So I'm going with these kind of neutral shades. And the thing about these as well, probably most of you know, like they always come with some frosted colors. I don't like to use those frosted colors because generally as we get a little older, the frosted colors just don't really do anything for us. Kind of tend to go with those matte colors. They seem to look nice. You could always use a tiny bit of frosted color at night, maybe just on the top of the eyelid, but overall we want to skip those. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention too, because I didn't buy it at MAC, but this is makeup primer. So what a primer does is just like when you prime your wall, just smooths everything out. These are usually made with silicones like dimethicone, that kind of stuff. It fills in the pores, fills in all the fine lines and wrinkles, so when you put your makeup over top, it gives you a nice smooth finish. What else have we got in here? Oh, that's just an older blush that I didn't want to give up. And of course lipstick. We don't want to forget lipstick. And here I'm going to pull out, and I should have had that ready for you, but here it is right here, a lip liner. Okay, and as we get older, a lip liner is super important because most of us get those little lines around our lips, and it's not always from smoking, it's from just using your mouth. So you're drinking hot drinks, you're brushing your teeth, you're using a straw, you probably purse your lips more often than you realize, and ultimately you get these little lines. So what the lip liner does is that it's got a waxy base, and it just makes a little block. Essentially, you outline your lips, and then when you put your lipstick on, it doesn't bleed up into your cracks around your mouth, which really we all know looks dreadful. So I think if you're going to buy nothing else, maybe a new lip liner and a new lipstick would be a good idea. Plus they make you feel really good, having nice lips. The other thing too, well, and you know what? I was going to tell you about my brushes, but I think I'll save that for another video. Instead, let's stick to the makeup. This thing here, I've never had this before. Now, some of you probably have, but essentially this is just a fixative spray. So it just sprays out, and I was amazed when the makeup artist put that on my face at just how much fresher my makeup looked. Everything seemed to just pop and glow and look really lovely. So I purchased that too. And then of course we need mascara, right? And what I like this one called Blink. And the reason I like it is it doesn't go on clumpy. It's very, very fine. And the way I like to use my mascara is rather than using it like this and turning it up because you tend to get a little too much mascara, I just go individually on each of my lashes like this, you know, and coat each one. And I think that looks really nice. So you might try that as well. So when you're putting on your makeup, I have contact lenses on right now. So what I like to do is just use a regular mirror, do my makeup, and then flip it over and look at it with the magnifying mirror and just double check everything and make sure that it looks good. Because when we're older, we just can't see clearly what our makeup looks like. So, you know, whatever age you are, okay? If you can't see clearly, use your magnifying mirror, because you may think it looks great, but then you're going to run into somebody who has young eyes and they're going to be able to see that wow, there's way too much concealer here, you know, or here or whatever. So that's, just make sure you use your magnifying mirror. Okay, so that's it for the makeup. Next time, I'm going to tell you about my brushes and what I bought and what I use them for. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm Heather. This is Beauty Tastes Great. Hope you'll see me on my website too, beautytastesgreat.com. Thanks again. Bye.